Welcome to Bobel's ninth episode of Age Joyfully, the podcast. I'm your host Danu, and today we have a special guest with us, Ms. Jenny Lim. Ms. Jenny is a retired nurse and is now working full-time at the Alzheimer's Disease Foundation Malaysia, also known as ADFM, a progressive brain condition that affects memory, thinking, and behavior. Ms. Jenny here has a very personal connection to today's topic, as she's a caregiver to her own mother who's living with Alzheimer's. We're going to hear from her not just as a healthcare professional, but as a daughter and caregiver who's navigating this journey up close. Ms. Jenny Lim. She is a retired nurse at ADFM, which is the Alzheimer's Disease Foundation Malaysia, full-time. All right. Hi, Ms. Jenny. So I think one of the first questions that I want to ask you is, for those who don't fully understand what Alzheimer's is and how is it different from, normal aging? Maybe you can explain that a little bit.
Right. Actually, Alzheimer is just one of the condition under the umbrella term of dementia. So generally, we will use the dementia more rather than Alzheimer, which is a specific a brain part that has got the neurodegenerative condition. So if you talk about dementia as a whole, you have Alzheimer, you have vascular dementia, you have got Lewy body dementia, you've got frontal temporal lobe dementia. Even Parkinson is also part of the dementia family. Yeah.
So are these different parts of the brain? Or?
Right. It's different parts of the brain. So if you talk about Alzheimer, the first part that is involved having that disease will be the hippocampus. Then we talk about vascular dementia, which is the second most common. Then it will be the vessel inside the brain that is ischemic. It could be due to a block, a blood clot, or it could be due to a leakage, like people who have accident, trauma and all that. Yeah.
So it can also be accidental prone. So it's not just of age or
Right.
Okay.
It is not just about aging, because dementia also affect the younger age group nowadays, and it's getting more common. You also do have childhood dementia.
Okay. Oh.
And, there will be children, they will start off with late developmental, they couldn't meet the milestone. And when they are diagnosed, probably will be in the age of 4 or 5 years old. And that will be a little bit too late because that learning curve is not there. And majority of this childhood dementia, they will not live to pass their teens.
So I also understand that your mom has been diagnosed as well. Maybe you can share with us a little bit about the signs that she showed earlier on. And also, what signs do you think people overlook the most when it comes to this disease?
Right. In the case of my mom, she has dementia, in her probably late 70s. At that time, I was not with ADFM. I was doing regional work, so I traveled a lot. So it's something that we overlooked as a family, thinking that, it's coming to old age, it's forgetfulness. It is not until I retired, which is more than 10 years now, then, the name dementia comes to us that probably she's having that disease. So upon diagnosis, that's the time that we took more care into understanding her needs and also the disease itself. So what we as a family could do is that early diagnosis is actually very important for us to roll out therapy called cognitive stimulation therapy. But again, if in a family setting whereby it's like a mother and a child and no extended family members to help, a lot of things are not being able to achieve even though you want to. most of us that are working, our job are demanding, traveling time and so on. Therefore, having to take my mom to attend a CST or even to arrange for someone to do that CST program is not easy.
Can you maybe share with us a little bit more about what CST is?
Yeah, CST is cognitive stimulation therapy,
Okay.
whereby it consists of a session of 45 minutes over a 14 session. So before the start of the therapy, normally done by occupational therapists, they will do an assessment.
Okay.
So after the 14th therapy, they'll do another assessment to see, the cognitive level have improved.
So maybe you can also share with us a little bit more about, how Alzheimer's typically progress with a patient. Yeah.
Majority of the patients that we know of, they actually get the diagnosis a little bit too late.
Okay.
That is a time when they recognize, the cognitive decline, the forgetfulness. Some only detect it when they look at the changes in behavior. Yeah. Majority of time, when they are at the early stage of dementia, actually, we don't know, like you and me. I may have it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Until you really show that sign, you already probably at stage 4, which is already mid-stage dementia. So I would say overall is to practice healthy lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, to keep your cognitive ability, sharpen it, right?
Yeah,
With activities and things like
correct.
that.
And also, it is not only one part that you need to recognize, but there are actually 14 risk factor. Depression is one of it, and that's why we are seeing many young people nowadays that they may already show signs of dementia, but we won't use the word dementia because, they're supposed to be working and building up a career.
Yeah.
And if they were to go for early diagnosis to say, I've got dementia, if the company or the bosses are not well aware about the disease, then the stigma is there, oh, dementia, I better get you out before, you become a burden to the company. So there are many things to look into that we need to create the awareness among young people as well. Importantly, how they build a career. Importantly, how they change their lifestyle and adjust accordingly. Yeah.
Even the food you eat and things like this matter.
Right. Food you eat, depression, you are a lonely person, you keep to yourself, you don't socialize. Then obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, smoking, alcohol,
Oh, wow.
could be environmental, the air pollution as well. So WHO have already classified dementia is under NCD, part of NCD, non-communicable disease. So having said that, if you have any 2 or more NCD disease, then you really need to watch out that the chances of having dementia is actually double or triple.
Oh, wow. That's a huge number. What changes in behavior for your mom or personality change do you think surprised you the most?
Every individual is different, and it came as no surprise to me because I'm the dementia care skill trainer for ADFM, so we have been drilled in quite a bit. And what I see in my mom did not surprise me, but recognizing as a progression in the disease. She's been having dementia more than 12 years already, and of late, that changes have been seen over a period of like 2 weeks. Before Chinese New Year, she was still able to do simple things like making Milo for herself in the morning. But right now, we are just past our 2 weeks of Chinese New Year, and she has already declined. She can't remember how to make Milo. I would say that having the skill sets is very important. Able to recognize when to get help, but knowing the fact that where to get help is not the answer, because help without financial support is also another struggle and burden. Because if we look around in Malaysia itself, no care center is fully equipped to take care for persons with dementia. And majority of these centers are private, money making. Therefore, you're looking at the range of care that you need to pay is between a 3,000 and above bracket.
Okay.
So, am I able to afford that? The answer is no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a very expensive
Yeah,
care.
correct. And to care for someone with dementia, you need more than one person sometimes. And I think our country is not equipped with that. We are not ready. Infrastructure is not ready. Many people have actually jumped to have a business into dementia care because they think that it's a cash cow. But the problem is, we must not forget that dementia affects majority are women, majority those from the middle income to the lower income group.
Okay.
Right. And if you talk about middle income to lower income, you're talking about a monthly wage earning nothing more than 7,000. And for 7,000, if you have to care for your own family, plus your parents, plus perhaps even a husband,
It's a
it's
challenge.
stressful.
Yeah. So what would you say the first step would be for someone who has just been diagnosed, or even their family member, anyone who's just been diagnosed? What would the first step you would advise them to take?
Firstly, I would advise them to get involved into the training, to be trained. So that workshop, we call it caregivers workshop, which is 1 day. So you're trained to at least to understand the disease, why early diagnosis important, and to understand where the disease will take you to. So family members can better prepare how to manage the person with dementia when they no longer can recognize family members or name of their own family members. And it's important. If you are a single caregiver, ensure that you get another person in the family to equally share the burden with, so that that caring journey will not be a struggle. You definitely need more than one caregiver to start with, so that the person with dementia will recognize two caregivers instead of one. There will be a time whereby the person living with dementia will become like a small kid, right? And they will start to think that you're the mommy, and they keep following you around. And it's so burdened that you feel that you need the space, to breathe.
So it's good to have two people looking
Definitely.
after. Yeah.
ADFM, which is Alzheimer Disease Foundation Malaysia, is a non-profit organization, and we have been around since 1997, and this is like 28 years serving the community. We are not funded by the government. We actually run and do what we do from the generosity of public donation. We work with different NGO, but of late, Rotary Club of Shah Alam had the past president, that is Miss Rubisia, had applied for a grant with Rotary International. And we were awarded the grant for 141,000 RM. And with that grant, we actually managed to roll out about the 10 different types of training. Yeah. We would like to thank the public and especially Rotary International for that opportunity to roll out so many training, to have that kind of impact for the community to learn more about dementia. Thank you.